Now, God being all powerful can always use a person to get to you what you need or desire, but always recognize, thank God for the person's obedience, but it was God that put it in their heart to do what they did. See, a good testimony, godly. Something is wrong if you say you mature in God and you never have a testimony. Mature folks should keep a good testimony. I'm always able to give you a good testimony in reference to something God doing for me. And it'll be to the point to where you'll be thinking like a whole lot of y'all think, wait, see, he don't ever go through that. I'm going through a lot right now, but I still got testimony. I got a testimony about things God doing for me right now. And the enemy think he got me surrounded. And I see him, but I'm sitting up here testifying. Surrounded by enemy, but I'm standing up here praising God. I'm turning in victory. Can you be like that servant with Elijah when he walked out there and saw all the enemy? He said, alas, master, for we are surrounded. But Elijah had to pray and said, Lord, open up his eyes. He ain't seeing right. She ain't seeing right. You know what God doing this morning? He's using pastor to open up your eyes. Because you ain't seeing right. Only thing you seeing is trouble. Only thing you seeing is negative, and it's got you being pessimistic. But you got to work your way back to being optimistic. Because can I be honest? It was that optimistic woman that God continued to bless over and over and over and over again. It was that optimistic man that God moved for even when people got tired of God moving forward. And tell your neighbor, when you have a good testimony, or when you know God is being good to you, tell your neighbor, you gonna be a happy somebody. Ooh, don't tell me God being good to you and the whole time I'm preaching you frowning. I don't believe you got a good test, not the way you frown. Take everything in the world to get a smile out of you. How many every time trouble showed up and you was immature, you just prayed? You start binding the devil. Binding the devil. Satan, I command you to get out of here. Loose your hold, Satan. Leave here. Not realizing this is so important. That trouble, again, that God is permitting. Guess what? I need to see that is good. That's good. Look at 1 Kings 8 and 6. I want you to see something in reference to the goodness of God. Okay? On the 8th day, he sent the people away, and they blessed the king and went to their tents. This is what I want you to see. Joyful and glad of heart for all the good that the Lord had done for his servant David and for Israel, his people. Notice this. And they, on the 8th day, 8th represent what? New beginning. He sent the people away, and they blessed the king and went to their tents. How? Joyful and glad of what? For all the good that the Lord had what? Tell your neighbor right there, you see people that experience the goodness of God, they're joyful. And they got a glad heart. Your happiness should not be something that's fake or phony. See, I don't have to conjure up phony happiness. No, why? God being good to me. Did y'all hear what I said? I said, God is being good to me. Listen, despite what evil folk are trying to do or desiring to do, God being good to me. How many of you got that testimony that God is being good to you? And tell your neighbor, that's the reason I'm happy this morning. Tell your neighbor, it's not like I'm not going through anything. If it be true, look at that person and say, I'm going through some stuff. But I'm happy because I yet have a good testimony. Listen, you have it because you live by faith. You live by the God kind of faith. And that guarantees you not just a good outcome, but a good present. See, don't sit up and just wait until you come out of something. Because that's some of our expectations. When I come out of this. No. What about in the midst of it? What about right there? Can I just say it, country? Dead smack in the middle of it. Look to get blessed like you ain't ever got blessed before. I'm finna drop a heavy one on you. God don't have to move the trial to bless you. He can bless you in the midst of the trial. Listen, while making the trial work for you. Trouble working for us. Those of y'all that's receiving the word this morning, your trouble working for you. That's where you need to praise him. That's where you need to rejoice. That's where you need to smile. That's the reason you need to think right. That's the reason you need to talk right. That's the reason you need to do right. Why? That trouble working for you. That trouble working for your family. But this morning, I needed to stop and preach to people to let you know that if you're living by faith, it is the guarantee that says you should always have a good testimony. And trouble should not be something that you say, well, I don't have one because of this. No, even that is good. How many of you like me? Every day you see God moving in your life. Give him a praise right now if you just like your pastor. You say, Pastor, every day I got a testimony. Listen, I'm not just talking about life, health, and strength. I'm talking about every day you can see God moving in your life. Y'all ready for Psalm 73:1, first clause? Truly, God is good to Israel. Y'all ready to read that with me? Yeah. On three, ready to read. 1, 2, 3. Truly, God is good to Israel. Who is Israel? Israel is God's people. God is good to his folk. I'm trying to close it. God is good to his people. And God, according to Hebrews 13:8, is the same yesterday, today, and so God is always good. But he's especially good to who? Are you God's people? Are you God's folk? Then shout to somebody, that's really being good to me. Does he change? Does he alter? One more time, I want you to see this. That's the reason again, if God permits the trouble and God good to his people, then that must mean the trouble is what? Good. Stop crying about what's good. Stop pouring mouthing about what's good. Stop talking against what's good. See, now it's sinking in some folk. They finally smiling. Because God is good to who? Will God do anything to hurt his people? No. Would God do anything to damage his people? No. Would God do anything to ruin his people? No. John 10:10, I come that you may have what? Life, and have it what? More. Because he good to his. He good to his. He good to his. Better is him, better coming because he. I'm going to leave it alone. I'm done. Give him a praise.